Hi guys, welcome back and welcome to today's video. About a week ago, I did something kind of similar where I gave you guys 3 easy on-the-go breakfast ideas, and I asked you in that video if you'd want to see lunch ideas or dinner ideas, and so many of you guys said yes, that you'd want to see more videos like this, more easy on-the-go healthy recipes. Some of these might not be considered actual recipes because there's like 3 steps to them, but they're very healthy and convenient ideas for you guys to use in your everyday life, especially if you don't have a lot of time, or even if you just don't want to spend a lot of effort in the kitchen. That is what my channel is all about. Honestly, I do have to say though, I feel like with Munchie Mondays and with all of these different videos that I've been doing lately, I really am enjoying being in the kitchen, which is so different for me because for the longest time I was someone who just could not follow a recipe, or if I could follow a recipe, I just didn't have like the energy or the drive to do so. But now I'm like excited to do it. Who would have actually thought that I would enjoy doing these sort of things? Never in a million years, but here we are. So I have 3 easy on-the-go lunch ideas for you guys today. The breakfast portion I will have linked in the description bar, and after this one, probably next week or the week after that, I'll do some dinner ideas on the go as well. I already have something pre-planned in my head, so I'm excited for that. But before I get ahead of myself, we're just gonna get into the lunch ideas. So I'm very excited to say that I am partnering with HelloFresh on this video. I have worked with them so many times in the past. I think that they're such an amazing company, and the idea behind HelloFresh is phenomenal for people like myself who are still, you know, learning and are kind of new to this whole cooking for yourself thing. What a concept. I feel like most people my age are probably very good at this, and then there's me who's like, I don't know, did I skip like a step in my life where I learned all these things? And if I did, how did that happen? So real quick, if you've never heard of HelloFresh, they are a subscription meal kit delivery service, and the whole idea behind their company is to just simplify cooking. They want to make it convenient, they want to make it part of your routine, and they want to make it easy for you, and they absolutely have that down. So you can basically pick from 3 different options. There's the family plan, the veggie plan, and then the classic plan. I went with the veggie one because, as you guys know, I don't really eat a lot of meat, and I think their veggie ideas are so good. This is actually the 2nd time that I have made this meal, and I feel like I'm now a pro and I love it so much. I was like craving it the other day. It was perfect timing too because I got to work with them on another video and I got to make my flatbread, so very excited for that. So basically you choose your plan, and you can actually go in between plans, so you don't have to stick to veggie or family or classic. Up to you. You can switch it each week, and they will send you pre-packaged and pre-measured ingredients for each meal. That way you're not throwing away any food, you're not aimlessly grocery shopping for things that you might make in the future. A lot of the times I feel like when you do that, you end up just throwing away food. From my personal experience, most of their recipes take around 30 minutes to make, which is not a lot of time. So you could do it with a friend or with like your family or your significant other. It could be like a fun activity to do together, and it actually comes out to be a lot more cost effective than like going out to dinner, because HelloFresh right now is from $6.99 per serving. So if you guys want to get started with 6 free meals, that's 2 free meals in each one of your first 3 boxes. You can go to HelloFresh.com and enter promo code Mariana60 and you'll get it for $60 off. All right, so with that said, the first recipe that I did was from HelloFresh, and it's called the heirloom tomato flatbreads with pesto, fresh mozzarella, and balsamic greens. Did I say heirloom correctly? I don't know, but we're gonna go with what I said. I actually have made this before on my channel. I don't remember in exactly what video. It might have been in a Munchie Mondays, and like I said, I loved it. It is so good. So I specifically went with the veggie option again, hoping that they would send me this, and they did. So the ingredients that you'll need is heirloom grape tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, walnuts, flatbread, pesto, balsamic vinaigrette, arugula, and basil oil. And as you guys can tell right there, it's literally a 6-step recipe. Step number 1, you're just going to slice the tomatoes, the mozzarella, and it says to roughly chop walnuts, but I just kind of crumbled them in the package. Step number 2 is you're going to spread the pesto over the flatbread. I ended up cutting mine in half because I wanted it to fit into my little container that I have. Step number 3 says to bake the flatbread. I actually put mine on the griddle. It just kind of made the process a little bit faster. So if you have a griddle, then I recommend doing it that way. But if you don't, then you can always just bake it. Once the cheese on top of the flatbread is melted and it's a little bit crispy, you can take it off the griddle or take it out of the oven and put the arugula salad on top of it. And then I personally would just add a little bit of sea salt and that is it. I put it into the little lunch container that I have to show you guys that you can actually prep it and take it on the go, but I ended up eating it right away. There is olive oil and vinegar and stuff, so I would bring some napkins with you if you're going to take it on the go, just because you're gonna eat it with your hands, so your hands are going to get dirty. But other than that, it was a 10 out of 10 meal. All right, meal number 2 is some protein pasta, which I am a big fan of. There are lots of different protein pasta brands on the market. You can find tons of them at Ralph's, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, the list goes on. But I found this one at Home Goods. It was actually an accident. The macros and calories on here just looked honestly insane to me. So this whole package had 2 servings inside, and for 1 serving it's 7 fat, 35 carb, 30 grams of fiber, and 42 grams of protein. It's also dairy-free, egg-free, BPA-free, cholesterol-free. If you're vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, whatever, like this will work for literally anyone. It has so much protein in it, lots of fiber, probably will make you go to the bathroom a lot. So I don't know what awaits me. But I want to start off by saying it actually turned out great, because I've tried a similar black bean pasta before and it was not, it just like the consistency or the taste, I don't know what it was, but it did not taste right or look right to me. But this stuff, solid 8 out of 10. I also personally really like Banza pasta. I think they have the taste and the texture down completely. It pretty much tastes like regular pasta to me. You do have to be open-minded with this. It's not gonna taste like restaurant linguine or something, but you know, it's pretty good in my opinion. So all you're gonna do is just find a pot, which I know someone's going to laugh at me for this. I could not find any pots in my apartment for the life of me. I searched every little corner that I could be in, but it just disappeared. So I used like a very big and slightly high pan, but I just boiled some water and then added the pasta inside and let it simmer for about 6 to 8 minutes. While it was boiling, I ended up chopping up some tomatoes and Chinese eggplant. By the way, don't sleep on Chinese eggplant. It's so much better than regular eggplant in my opinion. Then once it was all ready, I ended up rinsing the pasta and adding the vegetables into it. Mixed it all together, add a little bit of sea salt and some Trader Joe's marinara sauce. I'd say don't overdo it with the sauce until you try the pasta, because you can always add some more later, but you can't really take it out. And then I poured everything into a huge container. I think this is actually the perfect recipe to meal prep if you want to portion it out for maybe 2 to 3 lunches a week. It's great, it's convenient, it does not take long at all, like literally less than 10 minutes. And you could add so many different things to this, like different vegetables. You could have it with some bread. I actually think the vegetables that I was missing was some mushrooms. I just didn't have any in my fridge, but had I had some, I would definitely add some. That brings us to number 3, last but definitely not least, and probably the simplest one out of all of these, one that's going to take the least amount of time, least amount of effort. It's just some good old avocado and egg toast. It's just such a good combination. I have it at least 3 to 4 times a week. I'm quite literally obsessed. So you're just going to need a few ingredients. You can use any kind of bread that you have. I went with this really dark bread from Trader Joe's. I don't exactly remember the name, but you guys will see it on the screen. It's delicious. It really actually reminds me of Ukraine, because that's the kind of bread we would eat with like borscht or any kind of soup or anything, honestly. That's just the bread that is very popular there, so it kind of reminds me of home. And then you're just gonna need 2 eggs and 1 avocado. Super simple. You're going to cut the bread into however many slices you want. I just cut mine in half so it could fit into the container again. And then I used 1/2 of an avocado in between the 2 slices, and I fried up 2 eggs. You could also do hard-boiled eggs if that's easier, especially for on the go, but I was just really craving fried eggs. So I used some coconut oil spray, cooked it in that, and then once it was finished, I put the egg on the other side of the toast that didn't have avocado on it, and there you go, easy peasy. While the eggs were cooking, I was smashing the avocado on the bread, so you're kind of multitasking as you go, and all together it took less than 5 minutes to make. But yeah, that's it. That brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun making it. Don't forget to check out the link and promo code for HelloFresh. It'll be in the description bar for you guys, and I will be back with some easy on-the-go dinner ideas very soon. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next one.